Welcome to Probably Offensive. Welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who like hearing my voice as much as I do, welcome to Probably Offensive. I am your host, TJMD, the man of the hour, the Tower of Power. Yes, that was funny. I couldn't hardly get it out my mouth without laughing. That's why, I laughed in the middle of it. But anyway, welcome to the show. Back again, another week. And for those of you who are keeping track, I'm sorry I didn't do this show on Sunday. I usually do these on Sunday. I usually post one every Sunday night. A lot of you probably don't know because it's usually late at night on Sunday that I do this. But sometimes I'll do it on Saturday. Sometimes I'll get all motivated and everything, and I'll have a lot that I feel like I want to talk about, and I'll do it on Saturday night, but usually it's on Sunday. But right now, it's Monday morning, and we are in day I don't know whatever of the coronavirus apocalypse. The coronavirus is still top of the headlines, affecting our lives more than ever right now, because a lot of us are staying home from work. I'm not one of them. I'm not staying home from work, or I'm still working. I'm not at work right now, but we're still at work on my job. So a lot of people are staying home. This pandemic is spreading. I knew it would get like this. I kind of knew this was going to happen. Because they didn't start the testing. They tried to downplay it. The president and his staff, the administration, some of the broadcasters, Fox News, not mentioning any names, but they tried to downplay it at first, so I knew it was going to take a turn for the worse, because this is the kind of thing you got to get out in front of. You can't just pretend like it's no big deal, it's not happening. The president said it was a Democratic hoax at first, that it would just go away in 15 days. I don't know why. So, they had heard about it. There are some things in the news because of the coronavirus. We have, and I should have gotten their names. It's a overstep on my part, or a misstep. But we have four senators who sold stock before this coronavirus hit. These guys sold some stock, and now they might be in trouble. There are 3 Republicans and 1 Democrat, and not that makes a difference to us, real people in the world, but it seems to make a difference to politicians that it's 1 Democrat and 3 Republicans. But these senators, they were briefed. They got a briefing on the coronavirus and how it was spreading. And this was before it hit the U.S. I wish I could look this up real quick, but their names. But these 4 senators, apparently they had some stock, and they knew it would affect the market, the stock market. So they sold their stock. And this may be a little trouble. This may cause them a little trouble because they call that insider trading. You can't really get some inside information ahead of time that the stock is going to drop, and then sell the stock. Okay, that's what Martha Stewart got put in jail for. So I don't know if you can, put a senator in jail. I'm pretty sure you probably can't. But these guys might have gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble. So one of the senators who dumped their stock, name is Kelly Loeffler. I was able to look that up real quick while I'm here on the air. Another one's name is Richard Burr. But the reason the Senator Loeffler is a big story because her husband is CEO of the New York Stock Exchange. So, Senator Loeffler is denying any corruption, and as well as the rest of the senators who, like I said, Senator Richard Burr is one of them. I can't remember the other two's names. I'll find that out. And I will mention that. I'll get back to this story. But there's a lot going on because of the coronavirus. And this is just one of those stories that's in the news. Along with the fact that as the coronavirus spreads, there seems to be more and more things shutting down. More and more people have been told to stay home for 14 days, is what doctors say the period is for you to contract coronavirus and to beat it. If it doesn't beat you, that is. If you don't go down from the coronavirus, you don't have a compromised immune system, and you're like a strong person, you can get the coronavirus, stay away from everybody else, you won't pass it to anybody, and your immune system will develop some antibodies to fight the coronavirus. And apparently you'll be able to beat the coronavirus in 14 days. So they say stay home for 15 days. And you'll be able to beat this coronavirus. That's what's being reported right now. But isn't the world a lot different in 2 weeks, man? 2 weeks ago, people were not thinking it's that big of a deal. I remember I was in store. I was in Walmart. 2 weeks ago, I was at Walmart, I think 2 weeks ago, and there was plenty of toilet paper on the shelves. And the very next day, I think I was in there, and I didn't even buy any toilet paper. I had heard about the coronavirus, knew all about it. And there was still toilet paper, paper towels, everything, sanitizer in the store. Actually, I was going to buy some sanitizer, and I don't think they had any large bottles. They had like little tiny bottles at that time, and I didn't want one. I wanted a huge bottle because I usually keep sanitizer in my bathroom anyway, but I like to refill the same bottle, so I just get a huge bottle and squeeze it in all the little bottles that I have sitting around the house. But they didn't have any big bottles. They had plenty of toilet paper, but right after that, all the toilet paper started getting bought up. And I actually bought, believe it or not, I actually bought some toilet paper yesterday. I went to Walmart, not looking for toilet paper, looking for a few other items. And a guy came out of the back room, lo and behold, and handed me some toilet paper. He came out of the back room with a box of toilet paper, a case, and he broke it open right in the middle of the store and was like, "Hey man, you want some toilet paper?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll take some." So I got toilet paper, y'all. I can stay in the house now and and take plenty of dumps if I want to. But yeah, this coronavirus is it's going to hit America. It's going to hit hard because we weren't prepared for it. I keep saying this, but it was spreading. It was spreading, and we weren't testing for it. So now that they are testing, they're going to find out everybody who already have the virus, or everyone who already had it. There are some people who have already gotten over it. There's some people who already gotten over the coronavirus, so they have developed the antibodies that they need to get over it. But yeah, I think we're all going to get it. I think it's just a matter of time. You just got to be strong enough to get past it. Try not to spread it to anybody. That's basically the idea that's shutting the country down. The economy's going to hell because the only way to beat this thing, because it's a long ways away from having we're a long way away from having a vaccination, a vaccine that's gonna, you'll be able to take a shot, and that'll be that. Like the flu, they keep comparing it to the flu, but they have vaccines for the flu. They don't have a vaccine for the coronavirus, so that's a little bit different. But that's not all we're going to talk about, is the coronavirus today. We're going to go ahead and talk about some other things, but it seems like everything now is related to the coronavirus. It's an unprecedented time in our history, but it's partially because we got a president who basically just didn't take anything serious except for his political career, how things affect him politically. So he seems to be taking it serious now. It might be a little bit late, but he certainly changed his tune. And now they're talking about bailouts. So we'll see what happens with that. But we'll stay tuned. Hang in there, people. Maybe if I have to stay home, I'll start doing more of these shows, and we'll see where we're at. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Let's see if anything ever comes of it. I promise that we won't only talk about Corona on the Bona virus. We'll move on to something else, but coronavirus is dominating not just the headlines, but our lives right now. So it's not something that you can avoid talking about. But like I said, we'll talk about a few other things as well. I was watching ESPN, and man, ESPN is kind of dead. But there's one good thing though, because I was also watching the NFL Network, and they are playing old games. I've watched the